So I thought this video would concentrate on a subject that's a little bit interesting. So it's talking about the 10 signs. Remember we did like example or presentation signs, symptoms, signs that this person is really a lazy person. So genuinely lazy. You could do lazy. This is done for leather, but you can do it for, I've seen it done for lazy, but you can do this for lazy, and that way it's more clear and we can have a distinction. So, so the first sign that someone that you're confronting or working with is a genuinely, which is real, lazy person. They tend to procrastinate. We've done this sign before where you put off. So they tend, where we have our 8-hand shapes, and usually I do it from the little heart area. They tend to, and I move forward, they tend to procrastinate, and I do it twice because they put off and put off, right? So that's the whole concept behind that. So they have a tendency to procrastinate. Well, a lot of us do, but that doesn't mean that we're genuinely a lazy person. Number 2, they don't consistently take initiative. Now, consistent, I use this consistent a lot for universal, but this meaning for consistently is regularly. So we're going to use the sign for regularly. So there's 2 signs for regularly. Regularly, which I like. Regularly, it kind of moves forward regularly, and you can do it twice or 3 times, but more than once is not, more than twice is not necessary. And then the second sign for regularly is regularly. And I see this a lot too. So I see both signs, regularly, either go forward or regularly, either one. So how you would sign that? They don't regularly take the initiative. So what's the initiative? They start out something or move forward with something. So let's say they don't regularly start something, whatever that is. They don't say, oh, we have this project that we're going to do. Well, they don't regularly decide that they will do that, right? So they don't take that up, or they don't start the work. Just like I said, you need to know conceptually what you're talking about. And so that means that they don't, sometimes they do take up the initiative. Oh, let's do this, and they start it, but they don't finish, which we'll talk about. But they don't regularly, so they don't regularly start something or start a project. Okay, so they have a tendency, remember we already did tendency, to give up. So we have this to give up. This also means to surrender. You could also, this is sacrifice. And this is sacrifice. So it's the same concept, but I use this more like a personal sacrifice, more faith-based. I use that for sacrifice. If you're sacrificing your time or whatever, or Abraham was willing to sacrifice his son, those kinds of things. So you can, this is like you have whatever it is in your hand and you just let go of it, to give up, to surrender. So I would use that sign in this case. So it's like they have a tendency to give up easily or quickly, easily. They give up easy, or they give up quickly or whatever. So if it's really hard and they need to, do a lot of work or work late or whatever, they have a tendency to give up easily. So I would say that. I would use the sign for easy. Don't set achievable goals. They will, most people that are successful will have like short-term goals that they can achieve to the long range, and they have big grandiose goals, which is fine, but you have to have incremental goals that you can accomplish. So here is this. So don't think that, well, I'm a lazy person. It's like you just think, oh, I want to do this, but you have to have these other goals that you have to accomplish first. So, okay. So this is ASL, so we want to do it in ASL grammar. Don't set achievable goals. Goals, remember we said this was whatever, this is your goal, whatever that is, and then you're going toward it. So that's a goal. And when you get it, you capture it. Some people do this. It's a little bit harder to kind of catch onto your hand, but I mean, on top of your finger, but you can. I do this for capture. So goals, capture, or attainable, they don't set up. Yeah. Goals, attainable, don't set up. Or set up, don't. So that would be that. Goals, set, attainable, set up, they don't. Mm-mm. So like I said, achievable goals are ones that are short term, some of the easier ones to before you get to the big one. And that takes planning. Okay, so they don't stick to a routine. So what is a routine? Something that's done like on a regular basis, which we already did regular, but routine is like, oh, I have this routine or this process that I have. So, so routine, they don't keep or they don't stay. So they don't stick to routine, or routine, follow, you follow it, don't. So either of those things would work. I think I really like that one better, like routine, follow, don't. I like that one better. I think it's more clear. Okay. They do the bare minimum. So you could, I think that would be, it's more than just that really short sentence. It's like, oh, do, activity, minimum. That's what I would do. Because that is the bare minimum. Just, you can even get it as close like this. Oh, they do. Because you don't want to do nothing, but they just, right? And you do your mouth, non-manual markers. They aren't curious. And, I know lazy people. I've known a lazy person, and but they were curious. But they said, I think a psychologist said that if they have like 3 or 4 out of these 10 that you're dealing with a genuinely lazy person. Okay, anyway. So curious in your neck, you kind of pinch it. You don't have to, but you can if you have time. So curious, not. Curious, not. They're not curious. Okay, and the resistance to change. So we do our change, which is our X hand shapes. We change. It's not difficult. They're doing the exact same sign and going in the same direction. My right hand is starting it off, and the left hand follows it. Change, resist. This is a resistance in being arrested. I've joined a resistance group. This is resistant. So you're just like, you're resistant. Whatever this is out here, you're resisting it. You're trying to push it back. You don't want that. So change, resistant. And then they don't go out of their way to help other people. I don't know if that's lazy or something else. Anyway, because it's just too much out of their way. But I've seen some lazy people that will help other people. So here we go. Don't go out of their way to help others. So let's say if it's not easy or convenient, they don't help others. So help other people. If it's not easy, don't. Yeah. If to help other people, easy, they don't. So that's how I would do it. It's a little bit longer sentence, and it's kind of broken up, but it is clear in ASL grammar because you need, what are we talking about? Helping other people. If it's hard, they don't. If it's not easy, don't. Right? So you could do either one. If it's hard, or if it's not easy. If hard, they don't. Not easy, they don't. So that would, because you have to have your subject first, which is what you're talking about, your topic, helping other people. Remember, time, topic, comment. So we have no time here, so now we just have our topic and our comment about it. And then the last one, they tend to have poor time management skills. And this lazy person I'm thinking of, this person is passed on, but they had horrible time management skills. So I didn't sign it because I wanted to do it. They tend to have poor time management skills. So now we're going to do it the same way that we did the number 9. So we don't have time, but we do have our topic and we have our comment. Our topic is, poor management skills. So or you can even say lazy people, they tend to have awful management skills. They tend to have they tend to have bad time management skills. Time management skills they don't have, or they're if it's a bad manage. So here's the word poor management skills, but this means that they are poor because right their jacket on their elbow is torn off. So we don't really want to use that sign for poor. We can say it's not good, or it's bad, or it's a low percentage. I don't think I would use that one. But so lazy people, they tend to have bad time management skills. I can see a deaf person going, what? Well, they can't manage their time. What does that mean? Oh, they're always late, or they wait until the last minute to do something. So you could do it another way, because if that sentence is not clear, then you would say they tend to have bad time management skills. What's time management skills? What is that? I can see where many deaf people wouldn't understand that if they're not in business, right? You can say, well, if they're always late, or they always wait until last minute to do anything, because remember, they procrastinate. So you can go back to number one. But that's what time management skills means. It means that they wait to the last minute, they're always late, or they're rushed because they waited too long, right? Or started not yet, and the time, it's almost due. So remember the concept of what you're talking about. And so because sometimes all of us have a tendency to do some of these things, but if it's all of it, most of the time, then we could say, oh, we're a generally lazy person. And one time I said that I was lazy because I had done these certain things, and someone says, no, you're just time efficient. I go, oh, okay, I'll accept that. So anyway, practice that. You can observe your family, your friends, and then you can understand them, and you're going, oh. So instead of getting mad and trying to push them, or stress them, or you can encourage, but you don't want to push. And I still use that for push, even though you're not physically pushing them or getting onto them, right? Then you can kind of learn their behavior and go, okay, and accept it, and then give them things that they can accomplish. Okay, practice with your friends, hearing and deaf, and I'll see you later. Bye.